in the life.
Lord, it happens.
So, I already presented myself, but Bruna, please go ahead.
So hello everyone, I'm Bruna, I'm 31. I'm here in Cincy since March of this year, and I'm here to improve my English. And I live in Dublin, Ireland, but I'm from São Paulo, Brazil, and I work with pricing. And I have a degree in accountancy, and I love to travel and to be here to improve my conversation skills. Gabi,
You are on mute.
Okay,
Or is
yeah.
your day maybe?
Today is not the day, really. So thank you, Bruna. Thank you, Diego, to start to me. Katiana, your turn.
Hello, everyone. My name is Katiana. I'm 39 years old. I live in Vitória, Espírito Santo. I am an engineer. I work with new projects in the oil and gas sector, and I think I stay in talking last. I started in talking. I think last April. I think. And I stay here because I need to improve my skills in English. I need to improve my conversation in English because it's very important in my job now. And I love running. I love ride a bike in the weekend. It's a little thing about me. And you, Diego, introduce yourself, please.
Go
Yes.
ahead, Diego.
Yes, I'm Diego, and I'm 27. I'm engineer as you, Italiano, but currently, after my master's, I've been working with data science, specifically as a consulting, and currently included working a project in the oil and gas industry with forecasting of items, and but I love to watch movies, TV shows. I love to listen to music. Every time I listen music. I was swimming a few minutes ago, but I'm here today. It's my fourth class. I've been studying English, I don't know, 2 years with private classes, and I'm here to test this platform and see a little bit to if I can improve firstly my skills, and that's it maybe.
Oh, it's great. And welcome. I said to you that, but I said again. So I hope you have a really great day here and a really good conversation, okay? So guys, about the questions, everyone have the questions, so we start. Question number 1. Are there any companies in your country known for being environmentally friendly? Bruna, said about Brazil or Dublin? Your choice.
I think so. The most of company that I work, it's even in Brazil and here, it's have a good environmentally. So, but in my opinion, I think Brazilian people that's more friendly than European people, because we are different. So when you meet some people new, so we try to talk and explain everything. And what else? Push some people to have a lunch, for example. And here I can see the people's more cold and not too friendly in the beginning. So it's a little bit hard, even though working remotely. So it's more difficult to get in touch with someone for your personal life, just working and have a meetings and don't talk about everything. So if I compare with Brazil, it's very different. So culture it is different, but in general, it's friendly as well.
And talking about the environment, like you see in Dublin, the companies care more about the nature, the pollution, the things like that.
Okay. Yes, I think so. It's like here, the people in general, even in the houses or companies, have there are some I don't know, politics about recycle things and try to send emails for people be aware of these things, So in Brazil, I've never seen the company that I work at this kind of things, and yeah, I'm not too much aware about these rules. I think it can be better.
Yeah, I'm with you. Like here in Brazil, I guess I have a lot of recycle, not because we're thinking about nature, because gain money with that. So it's a kind of work. So it's something good because the person's gain money and yeah, it's a job. So it's a normal job. So, but I can't see the person who didn't work with that given a don't give it a matter, like doesn't matter if have or not have a recycle in houses. Said about houses here in my house my mother do that, but a lot of friends of mine said, oh, I don't know how to separate my trash. I don't know how to do that.
I see.
It's really complicated. Something we maybe we teach and know in the school, maybe.
But it's very hard because there aren't many points to collect in recycle, and the garbage truck maybe don't collect to recycle it to specific people to do this. And for example, here in my home, there isn't this kind of thing, and if I would like to recycle, for example, I have to looking for a place to do this and about companies. I don't know, maybe here in Brazil it's just for hype or post on LinkedIn and something like that to be a fancy or I don't know this kind of care or environment. I don't know. I don't believe that this happened very well here.
Yeah, it depends from the region in Brazil. Because I believe in São Paulo in two different regions. So one region, the people use it to recycle these things because every Tuesday past some guys taking these things, and the other region I've never seen anything like that.
yeah, maybe it's another problem because here in my city is exactly like that. Like the rich part have the recycle more easily and better than the poor region. So yeah,
Exactly.
it's something like, oh, okay, it doesn't matter if you are poor, you live in the trash. So I guess sometimes the person who the government thinking about it. So it's a little bit hard. If you think the best trash, the big trashes, I forgot to say lixão in English, I don't remember. Uh, the biggest one in Brazil is the poorest part of the Brazil. So why? Understand? It's a social and economic problem, I guess. And you, Katiana?
I think the rules about environmental in Brazil, it's very several. My first education, my first graduation, it's environmental engineer, and the rules about the environment is very strong in Brazil. And now, for example, if you open your capital in the I don't remember Bolsa de Valores, but you need to have rules about the ESG and safety and healthy engineer. And many companies in Brazil, it stay very walking very fast with these things. For example, Natura have a very strong political with environmental, with communities, with the trash. It's with the return the trash when they use the refill in Natura, for example. For example, oil and gas, in oil and gas sector, for example, the rules about environment is very strong. It's very strong. If you put one oil and gas in the sea, the ANP put your a big, I don't remember multa in English, but you have a problem with these agents. And I think in Brazil, many companies have a very strong political with environmental area. And I think in the future, these things is very strong because the company around the world is speaking about environmental, have the many KPIs about environmental, the reduce carbon and the other things about everything is about environmental in the companies now.
Yeah, it's
I
really
work with projects, and for example, in my case, I see many things. Everything's in the new project. It's about carbon free, reduce the carbon, reduce the emission. Everything is about environmental now.
Oh, it's great to see because you work with that, so you have the keys to explain more about it. So it's really interesting. You said about,
but it's a problem in Brazil because in the society don't have information, don't receive information about how do you take your trash, how do you recycle the
so basic, right?
Yes, it's a very problem, and the poor people it's suffering with this.
Yeah, like you remember me some years ago, the ocean have the problem on the ocean because of the petroleum, I guess was petroleum. And it's a little big, really big problem in Brazil. And in the coast of Brazil, I think was in the north of Brazil happens that. So it's not impacting our life. As Katiana said, nowadays the persons looked more about the environmental, the nature, but so basic for us, so basic. I don't know if you guys have in the school the basic of recyclation, reduced carbon footprint. Like a part of us never know the word carbon footprint. So it's something really necessary nowadays. So I hope in some years the kids and the teenagers know more about it, as we don't know in your time. So I pass for the other question. Question number 2. How much of your household waste get recycled? Diego, you often recycle your trash, and how much of this trash is recycled?
Don't recycle here. Because it's very hard to. Here, I never see a place that works with recycle. Actually, so for me, even I never see a place like the garbage truck that collected the trash here. It's common, so the doesn't spare or the trash, and unfortunately I know that it's important, but I can't this opportunity to, so I have to separate here in my house and looking for a place, and for me it's difficult currently.
I can imagine. But Diego, do you have the curiosity, or some social project in your area, in the area you live? You do that. They recycle things, they reuse things. Some project.
Yeah, I know, but not near to my home. Yeah, so this is the problem. Maybe the distance.
Yeah. But I guess the social project is really good. Maybe so far than you, as you said, but help your community. I guess a little bit. Here have a lot, not so close than my house too. So yeah, that is good. It's really good to see the society want to do something new. And you, Katiana?
In my house, for example, I use the glass and stay in separate. I don't remember the separar, but I choose a place for a glass, for a metal and the other things, and put in the trash, because in my building don't have the recipient. I don't remember these things, for put everything separate, but because it's not common. Coleta seletiva. Today it's a difficult topic, Gabi. It's very different for me, and I work in this area. But in Vitória, for example, you don't have the recipient for separate every kind of trash. And I think it's necessary in the company when I work. I have the different kinds of trash for metal, paper, and the other things. But at home, no, it's not usually in my house.
Yeah, it's something really really good. You do that, but yeah, my mother does something similar, I guess, because have a lot of plants and flowers. So we take the bananas and apples and put all of the thing on the plants, and so I love that. Eggs, the eggs too. So it's a really good because we realize it. We use a lot of water in my home because the plants necessitate nutrients. So we put a lot of water, but it's not a necessity of water. It's a necessity of
like compost, right? Compost.
Yeah, compost is a necessity of that. So my mother search on the internet, like start to do a course on YouTube and do
Easier
that.
to do. Yeah, it's easy to do, and it's
amazing.
environmental friendly. Do this.
Yeah, my mother hugged the word.
But it's not easy because the smell, it's a little bit.
No, my mother is so smart. She take a solution of that, and for me it's amazing. She used the pet like that,
Yeah,
to have a barrier to smell and the liquid of the trash. So for me, it was so intelligent because I never think about it.
it's a little bit difficult because the compost. I don't know. I'm very ignorant about this
Me either.
topic. So I program. So, but I maybe this gas, maybe the process, a bottle
Have
of
gas.
yeah. So it's I don't know how this.
Don't have smell.
Yeah.
Really, I live in the room and you can smell nothing.
The
For
power
me,
of the YouTube tutorials and etc.
the power of the internet. But I have a good thing here in my home because it's a really big home. So I have a big garden, and my dogs and my cat don't even matter to the trash. So something good maybe, because if my dogs and my cat want to do something, maybe the project was fail in some moment, because some dogs want to smell that. Yeah, maybe have this kind of good thing here in my home. A big place you do this thing. Other problem we face it in Brazil, maybe some houses that doesn't have space enough to do. So other problem. And you, Bruna?
Well, here it's very common. The people separate and recycle the most of things. But it's interesting because if you put something wrong, you need to pay a fee for it. Probably if you don't have this rule, the people doesn't follow this rule, So it's good, but
it's affordable, or
sorry.
This fees for duty, it's cheap, or
I don't know how much it exactly. So I just know that it exists, and you don't have exactly day to put your things there because I'm living in the apartment. But if you live on house, you have the exact day for put papers or glasses and or organic things. So in general, the people really follow this rule. I think it's very good, but you need to pay a taxes or fee if you don't follow. So it's good.
Yeah, it's good because you like the person have fear to pay.
Yeah, yeah.
So
The
do
government
get right.
force you to follow their rules. It's
In
common.
some instance, it's good because imagine if doesn't have this pricey to pay for do something wrong.
But yeah,
Maybe,
if it is
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
affordable, like a fee in your energy account, it's okay, or pay for it and the services happen, etc.
Yeah,
It's okay.
I don't know how much it is this, but I
But
think
maybe
it's good.
it's more effective because, for example, in the American movies, in etc. in Europe, probably they have this thing in the kitchen that mash
oh,
organic
triplate.
foods. So like mash
Mm.
the things and maybe goes to the, I don't know,
Yeah,
place to uh recycle, I don't know, use like
I don't know because I have a problem with that. Like because if you think you do something with your trash, where your trash goes? Here. Like don't have trash in the earth. The earth don't like, oh, okay, this is the place
you hide
who
in the trash. You
yeah.
hide in the trash. It's just it.
It's only a name because for me, trash is around us. If you don't reuse, if you don't have the conscience to do something with that, we live in the trash. So yeah, it's complicated, really complicated.
Yeah. In Germany, you can see the people return some money if you put your glasses on the machine. So it's very interesting.
Yeah, I see this machine, the pet too, I guess, if you put pet,
Yeah,
like
also,
really good, really good.
yeah, you can return some coins, and it's encourages people to recycle.
Yeah, because I don't know, maybe the persons have more, um, you know, maybe the potential to search, not potential, but the time to search more about how to deal with that. Here in Brazil, we have the similar, but not machines. Persons recycle because receive money and need this money. So
True.
sometimes you don't want to recycle, you want the money, you need that, and it's not wrong. It's but it's a kind of I guess there's a less lack of politic, maybe some social politic in this time. So we need to talk more about environment in Brazil.
Yeah,
Then other
like
thing,
Tatiana
then other
said,
thing.
it's a hard topic to deal with.
Uh, and for you too, Bruna and me, maybe today is not the day.
Not a good day.
But it's good. It's good. Maybe in the part of the day we'll feel good. I hope. So guys,
So,
yeah, I skipped some questions, and I think the question number 8 is really interesting because something phenomenal nowadays. And are electric cars common where you live? Could you see yourself buying one? Bruna.
Yes, here it's common, very common as well, seeing electric cars on the street. So you can save money if you bought some cars like this and don't pay too much insurance, you know. So it's very good. I don't have a car, but I already talked with some people on my work environment, and the people prefer electronic cars, so it's good. And here it's very accessible, but I think in Brazil it's very expensive, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, very. I said that because in Europe is more Europe and North America is more easy to see electric cars. Because of
Yes,
course
you
they're
can see the
access.
charges on the street around, so
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
like nowadays Tesla is so famous. So
Yeah,
maybe in São Paulo you see a Tesla because persons in São Paulo have more access to that. But I guess it's an amazing thing, amazing technology, right? Like
I agree.
maybe the carbon is not forever, I guess. So in some years or some millenniums, maybe over. So it's something really, really interesting. And you,
Yeah.
Katiana, what's
I
your
put
thoughts?
a little spice in this conversation. I think in Brazil, now in Brazil it's difficult because it's not common because it's very expensive. In the Europe, it's very common, but now many people around the world repent this strategy because, for example, we need the electricity for putting in the car, and now in the Europe, for example, you're open the carbon industry for energy, your flare the oil and gas for energy because the problem with the Russia and the gas. And how I use a very clear car, but need energy and queimo carvão para isso. It's very different. These thoughts about the clear car now, because when you have a lot of gas, it's okay. Your how I don't remember, queimar gas and produce the energy for this car. But now the people don't have gas for these things and don't have energy for these cars. It's a very, very problem in the Europe now. In the USA, no, because in the USA have gas and oil for everything. But in Europe, it's a very problem now because it's very common the electric cars, but you have a big problem with electricity in the Europe now.
Oh gosh.
I remember when I do my intercâmbio, I don't remember, 10 years ago. It's very common in the Ireland in that time, in the Norway and the other countries in the Europe. But now it's a very serious problem.
I even know about it.
If you have an electricity car, probably you don't have energy for this car in the Europe in 3 or 4 months.
Oh gosh, I even know about it. Really, Katiana, is you put more than spice in this conversation.
It's a problem. It's a problem in the world now.
Yeah, because it's a clean car use not clean energy, as you said. Like it's
But
something
clean
really
cars is just it's just like I don't know,
yeah.
water maybe. A clean car.
Maybe not, because water is not a
There
clean
are a
too.
controversial. So I
Yeah,
don't know.
maybe
What's
the
the deal?
wind, the
But
wind
when you
of
thinking in
solar.
Brazil, when you thinking about Brazil, for example, the Brazil have a big opportunity because in Brazil have you have a big plant with solar electricity in the
Yeah.
Nordest. And for example, in Brazil, you don't have problem with the electricity, but the car is very expensive. One car with one electric car in Brazil, I think
I don't
it's
know.
not common. It's very expensive.
I don't know how to count how expensive it is, really, because it's so expensive. Buy
Thousands,
some
maybe.
electric. Yeah, I'm with you, 1,000. And you, Diego?
Oh yeah, I never seen maybe an electric car here. I know that the cars that are more expensive, maybe like Corolla and etc., are a mix between electric and gasoline with, but it's very expensive, and I don't know. I think that another problem that here, if you have electric car, you don't find many points to recharge your batteries. So it's another big problem here. Here I see that I know that, for example, I don't know if yours know, but the famous chef Léo Paixão, it's a big uh, and he have an electric car. It's very fancy, and it's a big problem because the autonomy that cars, it's I don't know, few few kilometers, so you have to recharge battery, so you can't go to a far place that you have an energy point to recharge.
A lot of problems. A lot of problems. So yeah, I put on the chat a company I always have this curiosity is VAG. It's like the Brazilian Tesla. And Diego is like that. VAG was one of the Brazilian companies who does some pieces and some electronic cars in 19th century. One is one of the companies who want to do that, but have this problem. The car don't run so fast and don't run a lot of kilometers because we need to put more and more energy. Maybe nowadays, of course, have more technology to do the more
just
cars.
with bicycle, with your legs in your
Maybe
to have energy to run so far and etc.
Yeah, but something Katiana said, I really agree. Like Brazil is a big place, have a lot of space to put a wind. I forgot it's something we work with the wind. I forgot the name, catavento. It's like that, and solar plank. It's reusable, so it's really difficult to deal here in Brazil with that. But anyway, hello guys for the other room. How was the conversation, Pedro?
Hello. The conversation is good. Talk the 3 or 4 questions. The time is never for the totally questions, but it's good. A very different como é que fala? The culture of the trash in Brazil and in Estonia. But
Yeah. Do you live in Estonia, right?
yeah, I live in Estonia.
Oh,
But the talk is good.
oh great. It's good to hear that. And guys, I sent on the chat the link for my feedback. I hope you put something good for me. I always say that, but I said again, 0 you hate me, 10 you love me. So please love me.
I make
have
0 in.
No, don't say
No,
that.
never,
Don't do
never.
that. I'm just kidding. Thank you, Pedro. And guys, if you want to put something you want to talk about, water or everything, please send on this feedback. It's anonymous. I can see your name, your face, your age, only your review. Okay. So, Diego, do you like the conversations? Your first time here? How was the experience?
Yeah, I like it. This topic is a bit different for me, but it was
Everyone.
great to talk about it.
Oh, it's great. So I hope you come off.
You need to get used to because the most of the time you have a lot of different topics and need to stopping thinking, but it's very interesting. I love it.
Yeah, thank you. Bruna is always here, so it's amazing to see you here one more day. So Diego, the other Diego, Pedro, and Bruna, thank you for this day. I hope you have a lovely day and a very productive day for me and Bruna, by the way. Hard day today. So yeah, see y'all in the next week.